Now, it is my pleasure to announce our next commencement speaker, valedictorian Ethan Miller.
Thank you. I wanted to stand here tonight and say that we should be bold as we enter the next chapter of our lives. I wanted to overflow with sentiments and mantras that could encourage you to be yourself. But what could I say that you hadn't heard a million times before? I could tell you to carve your own path, to choose your own destiny. I could tell you to be bold in everything you do, or I could spout a number of other platitudes that you would find on your mom's Facebook page. These sayings offer very little to me and would likely mean even less to you, so that begs the question, what constitutes true boldness? Glendale excels at recognizing its high-achieving students. Students who are academically and athletically inclined are often celebrated, as they should be. They work hard and achieve some great things, but of course they do. The vast majority of students who are frequently recognized at our school come from incredibly supportive communities. We all have extra burdens to bear. Few of us have been free from family strife and hardships, but my job as a kid has been to earn good grades and train hard for cross country, shoot for the stars as it were. Some students at Glendale, however, are entirely self-supported. They have the job of full-time employee and caretaker, all while being expected to show up every day and perform the same as those who are solely students. I can only imagine how difficult it must be to be completely self-sufficient, preparing my own food, working for my own money, and paying my own bills, but even this does not capture the scope of what some of our students do. Many go as far as to take care of younger siblings or even help support their own parents. This is a far cry from loads of homework, but it takes real resolve to work countless hours after a long day of school. You don't have to be bold to do calculus. As a student, it's easy to overlook the kids who don't have the time to do activities that typically receive recognition. I do it almost every day, never pausing to help or even think about those who have to work much harder in much worse circumstances. So, when you see a kid acting out, try not to dismiss them as a typical behavior problem, but rather stop and consider the circumstances and patterns of thoughts and behaviors that have led to a moment of lapsed judgment. Maybe disciplinary action is all that will work, but maybe as a teacher, administrator, or student, you can do something that might help to overcome years of difficult situations and systematic disadvantages. I don't want to paint everyone who is economically disadvantaged as an angel, but I wouldn't paint anyone in this light. We as humans are flawed, and this problem requires a unique brand of strong-minded empathy. I don't profess to have lived in a way that would help remedy the issues I've pointed out tonight. In fact, these words came from self-reflection that yielded the conclusion that I have acted in an incredibly self-absorbed way during my time at Glendale. I've spent all of my energy in pursuit of academic goals, letting the busyness of my day consume me to the point that I think no one could possibly be more overwhelmed than myself. There have been few brief moments in which I've stopped to recognize and appreciate the plight of those around me, and nearly none in which I've done anything to alleviate it. Additionally, I don't say any of this to claim that Glendale has not offered support to those who need it. In fact, when I sat down with Dr. Lynch, an English teacher here at Glendale, to hear his thoughts on this speech, I saw an amazing example of teachers supporting someone in need. Coach Donnell came to Dr. Lynch saying he saw a student that he knew Dr. Lynch had in class walking out of the school in need of help. Lynch asked Coach Donnell to have the kid come see him. I saw this kid walk into the room with tears in his eyes, but after Dr. Lynch excused himself to go talk to him, I saw him walk past the doorway, not with a bright, gleaming smile, but with a look that said he was okay. In the next chapter of my life, I want to be more like Dr. Lynch, Coach Donnell, and the myriad of other teachers and staff I have seen make a difference in the lives of kids. I want to notice those in need and do something to help. Awards and accolades are glamorous, but the effort required to earn them can't compare to the strength of will it takes to get up every day and work hard when seemingly nothing is going right. I want to approach life with unbounded empathy and act in a way that even just slightly makes someone's day easier and makes their efforts feel appreciated. True boldness is defined by a person who works hard despite having every reason not to, and by a person who steps outside of their own social circles and concerns to recognize that person. Thank you.
I told you this class was special, right? That's pretty awesome.